Hello everyone, welcome again to live session of Manula classes. I'm Dinesh Kumar and I will take your today's the Hindi news analysis. Today is 24 February 2023. So now we come to the first news. Basically this news is not important but some of the provisions of IPC are important from your examination point of view. So in airport drama, Congress leader Pawan Khera held for remark on Modi. सो हम इस न्यूज़ के कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शन देखेंगे जो कि हमारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है और न्यूज़ अपने आप में इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. So basically, Pawan Kheda, who is the senior member of the Congress party, he made a remark upon our Prime Minister, and the remark was that Modi as the Narendra Gautam Das Modi. So this remark was made in reference to the controversy regarding Adani Group. So now when he was going to Assam, so he was arrested there and he was booked under the different sections of IPC. So I will discuss these sections. So section 153A of IPC, this relate to the promoting religious enmity. So अगर कोई पर्सन हेट स्पीच के द्वारा कुछ इस तरह के स्टेटमेंट बोलता है जो जिससे कि रिलीजियस एनमिटी होती है, then that person is held liable under section 153A of IPC. Next is 153B. It relates to the imputation or assertion prejudicial to the national integration. Means अगर देश की यूनिटी और इंटीग्रिटी को अफेक्ट करने के लिए कोई स्टेटमेंट देता है, so that person is booked or that person is held liable under section 153B of IPC. Next is 295A. Outraging religious feeling. किसी की रिलीजियस फीलिंग को गलत बोलना या किसी की रिलीजियस फीलिंग के बारे में कुछ गलत स्टेटमेंट देना. Next is 500 defamation. So 500 is the punishment of defamation and the definition of defamation has been given under section 499 of IPC. Next is 504. So it is intentional insult to provoke breach of peace. तो जब कोई पर्सन जानबूझकर किसी की इंसल्ट करता है, then the person is held liable under section 504. Now there is a difference between insult and defamation. इंसल्ट एंड डिफामेशन में बच्चों डिफरेंस होता है. सो डिफामेशन जो होती है, इट इज इन द आइज ऑफ अदर मेंबर्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी एंड अदर वी कंसीडर द अदर राइट थिंकिंग मेंबर ऑफ सोसाइटी, बट इंसल्ट इज इन द आइज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन हु इज सब्जेक्ट टू द इंसल्ट. 505 relate to the statement amounting to public mischief and 120B relate to the criminal conspiracy. So 120B provides the punishment for criminal conspiracy. It provides the punishment to criminal conspiracy. Or 120A of IPC defines the criminal conspiracy. So he has been booked under these sections. So now the related aspect of this news is Article 19(1)(a) of Constitution of India. So suppose Mr. Pawan Khera tries to take the defense that he has the right to speak and expression under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution of India, and that is a fundamental right of every citizen of India. So basically this defense will not be available to Mr. Pawan Khera because this right is not absolute and this is subject to the reasonable restrictions which have been provided under Article 19 clause 2. So some of the reasonable restrictions are indirectly related to all these offenses under which he has been booked. So these sections are important from your examination point of view. In last year CLAT, the passage was regarding the outraging of religious feeling of a person. Women fleeing ritual sacrifice offered asylum. तो देखिएगा यहाँ पर एक टर्म है asylum. This term is very important. So asylum means taking shelter. Taking shelter. Shelter लेना. So this asylum, it can be at the two level. One is intra-territory and other is extra-territory. Intra-territory मतलब within the territory or within the country. We can say the intra-country as well. And extra-territory means outside the country. So generally, suppose there is a person and who is having some fear in his mind. So he may take the asylum in the foreign country, and it is one of the human right of every person to take the asylum in the country. Now, the question was that, or question is that, whether a person can seek the intra-country asylum or not. So, answer of this question is yes. A person can seek the intra-country asylum. So, यहाँ पर एक इस न्यूज में दिस न्यूज रिलेट टू द रिचुअल सेक्रीफाइस. तो इस न्यूज में क्या है कि एक वुमेन है, शी बिलोंग टू द एमपी एंड शी वाज हैविंग द फियर ऑफ her sacrifice by her step mother. So she has taken the shelter in Tamil Nadu in order to seek refuge. So basically she is having the fear of her life. So she took the shelter in the Tamil Nadu. So honorable court has given protection to her. So this story is not important for us. Rather the term refuge or asylum both are important for us. So I have discussed this asylum. So if a person is having any fear in the country and he moved to other country, suppose any person is having fear in India and that person moves to any other country like USA, France, Japan, and he seeks asylum there. So this will be the extraterritorial asylum. इसके contrary term होती है extradition. तो extradition क्या होता है कि if some person has committed any offense in our country and that person has left the country and he has gone to other country, then we can bring that country back to our country to punish that person because he has committed an offense. This news may be asked as IMCQ. France is the guest of honor at 31st न्यू दिल्ली वर्ल्ड बुक फेयर. तो ये क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछा जा सकता है कि जो 31st वर्ल्ड बुक फेयर हुआ था दिल्ली में, उसका गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर कौन थे. सो आंसर विल बी द फ्रांस. सो आपको इतना ही पढ़ना है, ज़्यादा इसको नहीं पढ़ना है. नाउ दिस एडिटोरियल इज इम्पोर्टेंट and it is relating to the present controversy in our country regarding the 10th schedule or the anti-defection laws. So in this editorial, the advocate Gautam Bhatia has expressed his views. So now we will understand. So basically क्या है, there is a 10th schedule in our constitution. वैसे तो 12 शेड्यूल हैं, but I'm talking about the 10th schedule. So 10th schedule talks about the anti-defection laws. अब ये anti-defection laws क्या होते हैं? So basically what used to happen 1985 से पहले हमारे देश में 1977 से पहले तो कांग्रेस का राज था, उसके बाद जनता पार्टी आई. So there were apprehension or chances of the coalition government. So coalition government में क्या हुआ कि some of the elected member of parliament or the elected MLAs, they try to misuse their authority or they try to misuse the law. So वहाँ पर क्या होता था कि suppose एक person है and he has won a seat or he become an MLA or MP, then he used to leave his own party, political party, and used to join the other political party. तो अपनी political party को छोड़कर वो दूसरी political party join कर लेता था in the for some money consideration or for becoming a minister in that particular government. So there was a statement which was quite famous and that used to be called आया राम गया राम. तो वहां पर हम उसको बोलते थे आया राम गया राम. तो आया राम गया राम का मतलब क्या है कि जहां जिधर भी उस पर्सन को लगता था कि वहां पर उसको पॉलिटिकली बेनिफिट होगा तो उसको चला जाता था. So recent controversy relate to the Maharashtra government. So earlier in Maharashtra there was a government of Congress, NCP and शिवसेना. लेकिन क्या हुआ कि शिवसेना के एक अलाई थे शिंदे, एकनाथ शिंदे. So एकनाथ शिंदे and various other members of the Shivsena, they left the Shivsena and they joined the faction of शिंदे. तो उन्होंने शिवसेना को छोड़कर शिंदे फैक्शन में चला गया. तो मतलब शिवसेना का एक अलाई था शिंदे, उन्होंने शिवसेना को ब्रेक डाउन कर दिया. नाउ क्वेश्चन वाज दैट देन गवर्नर ही वाज डिक्लेयर्ड or he was oath as a chief minister, means Mr. Shinde was oath as the chief minister of the Maharashtra. Now the controversy relate to that who is entitled to use the name of the political party Shiv Sena and its symbol of the Shiv Sena. So election commission authorized this Shinde faction to use the symbol of the political party and name of the political party शिवसेना। तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ कि जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय बाला साहब ठाकरे, लेकिन वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का रियल एंटाइटल किसको डिक्लेयर कर दिया इलेक्शन कमिश्नर ने, इसको शिंदे को और शिंदे फैक्शन को। नाउ this was challenged, this order of the election commission was challenged before honorable supreme court. So honorable supreme court did not take any final decision so far in this regard. So honorable supreme court ने अभी तक इसमें कोई final decision नहीं लिया है। Next, the view of the author in this editorial is that कि हमारे देश में जो 10th schedule है, 10th schedule has lost its relevancy and it is not able to curb or it is not able to prevent this political leaders, or like we can say that the MLAs and MPs, to misuse their powers. So there is some loophole in the 10th schedule. Loophole क्या है कि अगर किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का 1 मेंबर या 2 मेंबर्स पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को छोड़ के जाते हैं, देन दे विल बी डिस्क्वालिफाइड अंडर दिस 10th शेड्यूल। लेकिन अगर 1/3 मेंबर उसको छोड़ के जाते हैं किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को एंड दे जॉइन अदर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी और दे मेक न्यू पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, then they will not be subject to the disqualification, फिर वो उन पर कोई disqualification नहीं लगेगी। So this is an exception to the 10th schedule. So most of the MLAs and MPs are taking the benefit of this loophole in the 10th schedule. So it is the according to the view of the author, Honorable Supreme Court should give a concrete decision in this regard so that the this 10th schedule will not be politically misused by various MLAs and MP. और उन्होंने कहा कि इस तरह का जो 10th शेड्यूल का मिसयूज है, इट विल हैव द इफेक्ट अपॉन द डेमोक्रेसी इन इंडिया। बिकॉज क्यों होगा, देखिएगा, बेसिकली डेमोक्रेसी इन इंडिया मीन्स रियल स्टेक होल्डर्स आर द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया। किसी भी डेमोक्रेसी में उस देश के जो पीपल होते हैं वो रियल स्टेक होल्डर्स होते हैं और हम अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुनते हैं। सो सपोज आई चूज और सम ऑफ द मेंबर चूज वन ऑफ देयर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, उन्होंने अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुना, किस होप में चुना कि दैट ही विल डू द बेटर वर्क फॉर द सोसाइटी। लेकिन बाद में वो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव अदर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के साथ मिलकर 1/3 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सारे किसी दूसरी पॉलिटिकल ग्रुप को ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं। सो इट मीन्स दैट दे हैव टेकन द डिसीजन अगेंस्ट आवर एस्पिरेशन। सपोज मैंने किसी एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को वोट दी बिकॉज that person belong to that political party at that point of time. अब अगर वो पर्सन जीतने के बाद कुछ और लोगों के साथ मिलकर जो कि 1/3 कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं किसी दूसरी पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी को ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं, सो जो हम लोगों ने वोट कास्ट किए उसके तो वो अपोजिट चला गया नैरेटिव उनका। सो यहाँ पर एज पर द व्यू ऑफ ऑथर, ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट शुड गिव अ कंक्रीट डिसीजन इन दिस रिगार्ड सो दैट the 10th schedule or the loopholes in the 10th schedule must not be allowed by the political leaders for the purpose of their own gain, or they should not be allowed to be misused. Uddhav questions EC's power to allot Shinde's poll symbol to Shinde. I have also discussed this with you today because the political symbol was given to the Shinde factions, so it has been challenged, but we did not receive any final decision of Honorable Supreme Court in this regard so far. तो हमारे पास अभी इसका कोई फाइनल डिसीजन नहीं है, जैसे ही आएगा we'll let you know. So that's all for today, my dear students. I will come again with the next The Hindu News Analysis. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.